Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. This is Battle of Hoth. This is Star Wars. This is by Richard Borg. You may have seen my videos for, well, initially Command and Colors. I've got Ancients. I've also got videos out for the Command and Conquer series as well with Red Alert. Well, this is now in the Star Wars realm. We've got some campaigns you can play as. We've got these lovely board tile containers whereby you can put out your cards. And this is, yes, the colors system whereby you are going to be commanding troops across your 3 different flanks and ordering them forward. For example, this card lets me move a type of different trooper. For example, infantry, I can move it 1 space and then attack, or I can move it 2 spaces. There's going to be a mission objectives. This is the first scenario to do with scouting, and you're trying to get 4 victory points. And a victory point is when you've destroyed a unit. So for example, this represents a unit of various different troops. Get rid of the last one and you'll get yourself a medal. Get 4 in this case and you win, and it's the same as well over here. So I'm playing as the rebels, as I mentioned. So you've got your various decks. You're also going to play with various cards, which so far I haven't really seen come out. But here we go. I've actually had a few of them come out. You have these leader cards. So you're going to have one of 3 types of leaders. There'll be 3 of them, and you're going to be picking one of those 3, and then you can play out what they can tend to do. So I'll play through these various cards. As per the other games, it is a 30-minute game, and this took around 19 or so minutes to play. But as you can see, you have a first starting setup position. So normally down here, down by your baseline, and you're moving forward. You can have various different terrains, such this one is good for if someone's trying to shoot you, you've got a better chance of being defended because they have to reduce the amount of dice they're chucking at you by 1. We've got some impassable terrain here. Nothing can go through here. You can't even shoot through here. Whereas this one, you can shoot over. So if you happen to be attacking, what you're going to be doing is rolling dice, as I mentioned. If something is, say, 3 away, 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, or in this case, it could look like this. It could be 3 away like this, 1, 2, 3. Then you're rolling 1 die. So you're going to grab a die, roll it, and look at the results. In this case, it is not a machine like this, so nothing would happen. But if you happen to roll an infantry, or if you happen to get this burst or the crit hit, then you'll take off 1 unit. But if you happen to be 2 away, then you're rolling 2 dice, as it states in this case for infantry. Everything does vary. In this case, I got nothing. I got a retreat, so now they're moving back 1 space. And if I happen to be right next to it, and then I can roll 3 dice. I would say point blank, but point blank actually means in 300 meters. In this case, I'm doing 1 damage, but as you can see, if they're all good hits, they would have come off. This gets removed as well, so 3D printed doesn't come with the game, and this goes down here. In this case, I'd have taken another medal. This is also 3D printed, doesn't come with the game too, but it's better alternatives to what comes in the game as well. I'll show you what the original looks like in a second. But there's 18 different missions you can play as. Like I said, there's campaigns as well. Here you go. These are what these initial tiles do look like as well. You can flip the board over and you can like merge it together. Again, you can play as different sides. There's a lot of luck in the game, of course, with the dice, which I have mentioned in the other videos relating to, obviously, Richard Borg's scenario series. What I do like about it is the fact that just like in those other games, you are moving closer, you're strategizing. In this particular mission, I can try and capture these probes, and you get yourself they're worth 2 medals if you happen to get the final ones in the units as well. But yes, as long as you enjoy dice, as long as you like the idea, the theme of strategically trying to think, do I outflank on the left, on the right, do I go down the center? You have to be aware of what your cards are. So on your turn, you'll pick one of your 4 cards. You are then going to announce which cards you want to use. In this case, this says you order 2 units of your choice. So you'll play that card out. You will then mark whichever units you want to use. So you do that first. So I'm marking those 2 units. And then you're choosing to say, right, now they're going to move. So in this case, they're going to move 1 for some reason. This one is going to move 1 for some reason. And then they're attacking. So this one can't attack, so that'll come off. But then this one can attack. Obviously, you need to decide what it wants to attack at this point. It might attack here, in which case you're committing, using your 3 dice. In this case, getting enough to kill it off. Or again, any of those would have worked. And again, final one would have given you a position down here. Like I said, hit 4 in this case, in this scenario, and you would win. But again, this one is worth 2. So there's lots of different things you can go through. Like I said, if you like the Star Wars theme, this one does look really nice. I do like the blueness. And I think because fewer and fewer games want to do World War II, I can see why this one being a big hit. I do like the fact that you've got these speeders. I think the theme does work very well. And I think as I know more of the sort of older generation who really got into those hex kind of hex encounter war games as they're known, and ASL, Advanced Squad Leader, why this can really appeal. I also hope there might be a Lord of the Rings one as well coming along soon. I think that could be really promising. But no, I very much like, I think it was 1977 colours initially came out, and why I think people might like this. Quick to play. Like I said, half an hour to play. I think it did win Game of the Year or Spiel.digital, or Aziz was nominated in 2006. And like I said, look forward to you checking this one out. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments below in YouTube. Also head through to TikTok, X, Threads, and the podcast. For now, back to the table.